Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. Let's talk about the November 14th edition of Friday Night SmackDown and what it means moving forward, potentially for War Games and beyond. So, a couple important things that happened on Friday Night SmackDown. One, very important that we have to discuss, is there's a rumor going around that starting again in January, that Friday Night SmackDown again will go back to 3 hours. This potentially could be the worst decision in the history of WWE. SmackDown right now, currently in the current version, is already not very good, borderline bad. Like every episode is like okay, and then there's some really good ones, like when AJ Lee returned, amazing, right? But just because you had someone who hadn't been in WWE for 10 years, the rumor had been swirling around for years that she might return, she could return, CM Punk comes back, and now AJ Lee returns, and that's the only reason that episode of Friday Night SmackDown was any good. Most of the time, it's just okay, right? Drew McIntyre makes the show a lot better, right? Having the Vision on there makes the show better, but some of the stuff just isn't very good. Like the best stuff recently has been, whether it's Sami Zayn's United States Open Challenge, now it's Ilya Dragunov's United States Open Challenge. Like those matches are matches that people look forward to because oh, this is going to be a hard-hitting matchup. They're going to get some time. It's going to be awesome. But sort of the stuff outside of that has just kind of been lame. And so they're having a tough time filling 2 hours, and now they want to extend it another hour to make the product even more boring and extend out even more things, right? I get that if it's 3 hours, more wrestlers and performers can get on the show. That I'm really happy about. But if you can't have really, 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 really good TV consistently at a 2 hour mark, there's no reason to extend it to 3 hours. Now, maybe this is not a WWE decision. Maybe this is like a USA Network decision. We need more content, so you guys just got to go to 3 hours. I don't know. Hopefully, the rumor is wrong and it doesn't actually happen, but it is what it is. Another cool thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown is that Matt Cardona / Zack Ryder returned to WWE for the last time as now tournament against LA Knight. Now, Matt Cardona has been absolutely crushing it on the independent scene, being everywhere. TNA, ROH, AEW, GCW, everywhere. He's been doing everything, and it was rumored that he might come back for this tournament because he has a history with John Cena, and why not put someone like Matt Cardona in to the last time is now tournament for a big surprise? Could have been him, could have been Nick Nemeth, right? It could have been Chris Jericho. Those are some of the names that were swirling around that could potentially be surprises that aren't signed with WWE that could potentially be in the tournament. And we saw Zack Ryder return on Friday Night SmackDown as Zack Ryder, woo, woo, woo. But in the Indies, he's been going as Matt Cardona, and he's really, 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 really been crushing it and became King of the Indies. So shout out to Zack Ryder, shout out to Matt Cardona. Thank you for all you've done for professional wrestling. The thing about Zack Ryder, I think that sets him apart, or Matt Cardona, that sets him apart from every other maybe wrestler that's left WWE and hasn't had a bunch of success, is this dude actually loves professional wrestling. He loves it. And you can see it oozing out of his pores anytime he does anything, whether it's his podcast, his figures, on an indie show, on a WWE show, on AEW. It just oozes out of him that he loves professional wrestling. And that's it. That's the beauty of it all. And he's willing to put in the work, and then you can see some of the entertainment and charisma that his wife Chelsea Green has. And then she made that comment I don't know when it was, about never being creamed on, and then he made the video, and it's really good entertaining stuff because he loves the art of professional wrestling. Everyone should take that away. So I thought that was amazing. And then Drew McIntyre gets suspended a week ago to go, quote unquote, film a movie. Drew McIntyre is back, which is great. I think WWE television is better when Drew McIntyre is there. I think Drew McIntyre should be the WWE Undisputed Champion. I think he should have won that title at WrestlePalooza in September, and I think he should be feuding with Roman Reigns going into WrestleMania 42, and that's where Roman Reigns wins the WWE Undisputed Championship back from Drew McIntyre. But if Drew McIntyre could hold it, well, I guess he's not gonna wrestle Cody Rhodes for the championship at Survivor Series, so he can't win it at Survivor Series / War Games. So when is he going to win it? They've had 2 matches. It's Drew McIntyre's time. Cody Rhodes needs to shift away from the Undisputed Championship, and he needs to feud big time with Randy Orton. But Paul Heyman gets in this loophole because Nick Aldis said that he could have anyone on any roster, and it didn't matter. So he pulls sort of the loophole red herring type thing, and he brings Drew McIntyre back. And so now we have this War Games team of Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker. That's a very, very formidable team, and it looks like it's going to be against Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, and Sami Zayn and maybe CM Punk, and maybe. So there's some stuff in the air. It's not going to be a Gunther, probably not going to be a John Cena, probably not going to be a Randy Orton, right? But it's going to be like a Cody Rhodes, a Jey Uso, maybe a CM Punk, maybe a Sami Zayn, maybe a Roman Reigns, something like that, versus the Vision guys, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul. I think that's going to be a pretty good War Games match, but I really do want to see Cody Rhodes drop that United States Undisputed Championship feud. Drop that United States. Jesus Christ. Here we go. I'm gonna figure it out right here. Here we go. Cody Rhodes needs to drop that undisputed WWE Championship to Drew McIntyre so he can feud with Randy Orton, so that Drew McIntyre can feud with Roman Reigns. That's not gonna happen until post War Games, obviously, but War Games is looking like it's going to be a pretty good show. So you have that. And then in the Last Time Is Now tournament, you saw LA Knight defeat Zack Ryder or Matt Cardona, so LA Knight is moving on. And then you saw The Miz versus Jey Uso. I thought The Miz should have won that match. Jey Uso doesn't need to win that match. Jey Uso doesn't need to win the tournament. Jey Uso doesn't have a lot of history with John Cena. It makes more sense that The Miz would climb through the ranks because he has way more history with John Cena. He's a way better entertainer, and he actually made the Intercontinental Championship very prestigious when he was feuding with Dolph Ziggler. So I think The Miz should have won there, but he didn't, because for some reason Triple H is like obsessed. Triple H is like obsessed with Jey Uso, and so I don't understand why, but I thought The Miz should have won that match, but he didn't. So Jey Uso moves on, and LA Knight moves on. And then you're going to see Gunther, win and move on. You're probably going to see Solo Sikoa win and move on. And so the tournament is sort of shaping out. It's really looking like it might be Gunther versus Jey Uso in the finals, which again would be atrocious. No one wants to see that fucking match again, but it's looking like it might be. I wouldn't mind a Gunther versus Rusev championship match. That would be awesome, with Gunther winning, going on to face John Cena for his last match. But that tournament is shaping out. So congratulations to Matt Cardona for making that return. Really cool. Drew McIntyre is back as he shapes out that War Games team. And I think WWE again made the wrong decision with The Miz and Jey Uso. The Miz should have moved on. And hopefully they don't make the bad decision of going for 3 hours. Again, in January, Friday Night SmackDown needs to stay 2 hours until they get really good at producing 2 hours of great television. Then maybe bump it up to 2.5 or 3 hours. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'd absolutely love to hear from you. Then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.